Hey guys, Botcham25 here playing FSX once again. Today, we will be doing the 747 test flight mission. There we go. Now.
Boeing 521, you're cleared to taxi to runway 12 via taxiway Foxtrot. Roger, taxi to 12 via Foxtrot. Alright, Captain, I'll handle all radio communication. You concentrate on the flying. Pull forward onto the taxiway, then turn right and taxi straight ahead to runway 12.
This is a test flight of a Boeing 747-400, and we'll be flying out of them. At this point, it's called the Mojave Air and Spaceport. Well, yeah, that also has quite a few, old aircraft. So when this aircraft is planning to be reflown, so they need to be brought back into service, so they need to have it tested. If you look around here, you can see there's a few MD-80s broken up, 737s, some 747s, MD-80 without a wing, another 737, you get the gist. And there are some more 747, I swear this is 747 with, almost looks like it has a Janet livery.
Approaching, 12.
Mojave Tower, Boeing 521, ready for takeoff. Test flight to restricted area 2521 as flight planned.
It's quite close to
Boeing 521, cleared for takeoff.
Cleared for takeoff, Boeing 521. Ready when you are, Captain. Turn to the right onto the runway and let's go. Maintain runway. Climb and maintain 15,000.
On runway.
Set flaps 10 for
2.
takeoff.
Flaps 10 set already? Oh no, now flaps 10 set. Altitude 15,000. And also, since this is let's go for 1,800 feet per minute. And set speed 250 knots, automatically armed. Altitude hold. And let's get going. So I know we're not perfectly aligned, but that's okay. Yeah, just that should be more than enough, right? In Mojave, you can see there are multiple runways. However, some of them are extremely thin. Seriously, look at this one. That's less than the width of the 747's landing gear. Yep, just need to stay on the runway.
V1. Rotate. V2. Positive rate, gear up. Flaps up.
Boeing 521, contact departure.
Boeing 521 switching. Joshua departure. Boeing 521 off Mojave, climbing to 15,000.
Boeing 521,
Great
radar
news.
contact, climb and maintain 15,000, proceed direct to the Edwards VOR. The test area begins 7 nautical miles east of the VOR. You are cleared to work east within a 25 nautical mile radius. Maintain from 13,000 to flight level 210.
Direct to the Edwards VOR, then we'll work east of the VOR as filed, Boeing 521.
Please go 290.
Okay, Captain, we're cleared to the test area east of the VOR. Proceed to the VOR, climb and maintain 15,000.
Heading hold.
Boeing 521, contact Los Angeles Center, 127.1.
Boeing 521 switching, thanks. Los Angeles Center, Boeing 521 with you, climbing to 15,000.
There we go.
Boeing 521, Los Angeles Center, roger.
There's Edwards. That's North Base.
Joshua departure, Python 592 out of 3,000 to maintain flight level 410. Python 592, radar contact, cleared direct to flight level 410. Python 592, roger.
Yep, ignore this. Ignore the fact
Lear
that
26 X-ray, traffic is 3 o'clock, 3 miles. An F-16 out of 3,000 and a steep climb to flight level 410.
Lear 26 X-ray looking.
Lear 26 X-ray, traffic no longer a factor.
Lear 26 X-ray.
Yeah, you can see the kind of direction thing, so you can tell which way you're flying. Yeah, there we go. Climbing out. Yeah, I think we can go for 07. As we climb up towards the Edwards VOR. So, you know, this should just be a routine test flight, do a few stall tests, and maybe some high-speed descents, and just basically push the aircraft just about to its limits. Just about to its limits means this. Don't worry, I do know what I'm doing. I know that it's installing the aircraft yet. Just did a bit of a hop. Quickly turn auto throttle off. Get the engines up to full power. Gain some speed and then do the hop. Yep, gain some more speed. Just about that much. Yep, that should be enough. Oh, never mind, we're about to level off. Oops. So now we're just in a steep climb of our planned altitude. Which is why I'm giving this thing a bit of a helping hand. And I'm immediately helping level off as well. Yeah, we're descending a lot quicker than we really, in all honesty, probably should be. Oh, come on, how do you trim this thing down? That's how.
We're passing the VOR now. Continue heading east toward the testing area.
There we go. Alright, heading. Let's go for 092, just a small turn here. We descend as we've overshot our altitude. Just increase the rate of descent quite viciously. And then we can get some of the proper test maneuvers. We're overspeeding a small bit. I thought this would just go back to 0. That's what I'm doing now. There you go. Yeah, we should pass close enough to the marker, which is right there, for it to not yell at me. You can see a road there. No, so that's probably not... Is that a road that's used often? Yeah, you can see we're actually basically at cloud level. You can see the things creeping up the side of the engines.
Okay, Captain, we're entering the testing area.
Right, now tell me what I need to do. Also, this is called a pilot for hire, yet it's a test flight. So should that not be a test pilot mission? Get what I'm saying? Okay, Captain, we are entering the test area. Great, what do you want me to do? Let me just... Conduct flight tests.
Ready for the first stall test, Captain. Reduce power to idle and slowly pitch up to 10 degrees until...
Wait, auto throttle off. Slowly pitch up to 10 degrees, he said. In all honesty, this is probably the least effective way of making an aircraft stall. What's that doing now? It's kind of fluctuate in between those two. I think 10 degrees would... I don't even know. That's not that... really harsh thing. The engines are on idle. And you can see we still haven't stalled. So I'm going to give it a bit more... There you go. I'm deliberately stopping the aircraft. And then you drop the nose. And continue to lose speed. There we go.
Initiate stall recovery procedure.
Which basically just means full power nose down. And there we go, we've basically recovered now. That's why I'm pulling up now. There you go.
Ready for the gear and flap extension test. Reduce power to idle and lower the gear and flaps on my mark. We'll reduce speed to 170 knots.
I'm just going back to 170. So yeah, we're kind of dolphining a bit. We're going up and down. Yeah, you set gear and stuff at your mark. Waiting for
Lower gear and flaps 5.
Gear down, flaps 5. Flaps 5.
Set flaps 10.
Flaps 10. You wouldn't normally have the gear down at this
Gear
size.
down and locked. Set flaps 20.
Flaps 20. So you basically are doing kind of a thing to see how quickly you can recover with the gear and flaps down.
Set flaps 25.
Flaps 25. Let's just do a quick U-turn, so go to 270.
Set flaps 30.
Flaps 30. Just give us a moment. We basically just need to turn on a bit to head back towards Edwards. Just because we
Maintain 170 knots. Raise flaps to 10.
Maintain
170 knots for departure stall test.
raise flaps to 10. Why would I do that? It's a departure status. Alright, that would be the departure.
Flaps 10 ready for departure stall test.
With me on.
Add full power, hold pitch up 20 degrees until the aircraft stalls.
At full power? I'm sorry, I don't think that's how you stall an airplane. Just give me a moment, we just need to turn back towards Edwards a bit more. You can see the nose just poking out, and there goes the engines and the lot. I'm just waiting for this thing to finish the turn before I do that test. Give me a moment, I'm just going to be a bit vicious with this. There we go. Auto throttle off. Idle. Okay. I'm just basically just...
Initiate stall recovery procedure.
There you go. Just initiate stall recovery. Okay. Stall...
Captain, engine failure number 4. You try to restart it, I'll notify center.
Okay,
Los
then.
Angeles Center, Boeing 521 declaring an emergency.
Boeing 521, understand you are declaring an emergency. State the nature of your emergency and your intentions.
We've lost thrust in our number 4 engine and would like to return to Mojave.
Boeing 521, proceed direct to the Edwards VOR. Descend at your discretion.
Back to the VOR, Boeing 521. Okay, let's head back to the Edwards VOR, Captain.
Right, speed to 90. Yeah, I'm raising the flaps and gear. There we go. We should gain speed even though, you know, we have a loss of power in number 4. Yeah, you can see number 4. Just this one there.
Boeing 521, contact Joshua approach now on 124.55.
Boeing 521 switching, thanks. Joshua approach Boeing 521 with you with an engine failure. Direct to the Edwards VOR and then Mojave.
Boeing 521, roger. Descend at your discretion and let me know if there's anything I can do to assist you.
I'm gonna go back up to 290. You can see the aircraft is at a slight angle. Let's get us to turn it. Just to 275.
Engine failure number 3.
Oh,
We better
God.
get down now. I'll see if approach can get us into Edwards instead. Joshua, approach Boeing
There's two in
521.
the same
We just
zone.
lost another engine. Can we play it safe and land at Edwards?
Boeing 521, stand by.
Oh boy.
Boeing 521, continue direct to the Edwards VOR. Expect the visual, runway 22, approach at Edwards.
Direct to the VOR, Boeing 521. You get that, Captain? Continue flying towards the VOR. That'll line us up on the final approach course for runway 22 at Edwards.
Let's go to 280. Don't level off, man. It's not going to end well. Right, so we're flying 747 with two engines, and those two engines happen to be those two. Does this thing have a smoke system? No, it doesn't. Right. Actually, screw it. Altitude, hold, heading, hold. Overall autopilot off. My aircraft. Going to descend. Yeah, I'm just trying to find a kind of a neutral point here. Actually, at the moment it's flying fairly stable. Hey, what are you doing? Reduce speed to 250. Bring the engines back to idle. You know, we're going to lose speed a bit more quickly. Well, actually, by speed I meant altitude. Right, we've got a bit more speed than we really need and would probably want. The other thing is, if really required, we can kill the speed and brutally murder it. Right, deploy. And flare.
Boeing 521, the airbase is 7 miles southwest of the VOR. Report the runway in sight.
We have the runway, Boeing 521. Captain, that's the runway to the southwest. Let's get this thing on the ground.
160 knots. And I agree with his statement of let's get this thing on the ground. Probably moving considerably quicker than would normally be used for gear deploy. Almost full flaps now. Right, we're too high, so use the spoilers a bit more once again. This is quite an aggressive approach. So Igor, don't judge this approach. It was dubbed a test flight anyway.
Boeing 521, contact Edwards Tower now on 120.7.
Switching, thanks for the help. Edwards Tower, Boeing 521, inbound for runway 22, 2 engines out. Make that 3 engines out.
Oh god.
Captain, engine failure number 2. Just keep flying.
Boeing 521, roger. State number of souls on board?
2 souls.
Roger. Fire equipment is rolling and you're cleared to land. Runway 22. Good luck.
Cleared to land. We'll call you on the ground. Well, Captain, they've moved everyone out of the way for us and rolled the trucks. Just take her in as best you can. Can't be any harder than a shuttle landing, right?
Yes, however, I've never flown a shuttle. Especially like in this game. Like, maybe what he's suggesting is that the shuttle landed here. Yeah, you can see that's how much I have to turn to correct the offset thrust from that one engine. Right, we can spool back a bit. You can see that one engine is working overtime, where while the rest are dead. Basically, the other 4 or other 3. Sorry, it's the 4. Right, call me crazy, but and I know we can't land too hard. Actually, the reason I'm gliding is because that will actually probably give us make it easier to control, to come in with no engines than to come in with that one engine. We're also not going to be able to deploy the reversers. I'm giving her full power once again, even though we're too high. Alright, we're off center, so gliding in. I'm not going to use the reversers at all. Right, gliding to get as smooth a landing as we possibly can. Flare. And brake. We're down. Flaps up.
Boeing 521, welcome to Edwards. Glad it all worked out. Turn right next taxiway and taxi to the ramp.
Right next taxiway to the ramp, Boeing 521. Thanks for all the help.
I think that was the 747 test flight mission FSX. Yeah, that was intense. I'm about 10:25. Goodbye.